For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 11 of Season 2 here at Napoli. As you can tell from the screen that's loading up now, Juventus have only gone and won again. So they are now 8 from 8 after picking up 24 points from the opening few games. We are 7 from 7 and we face Inter Milan today, who actually, I didn't see them in the top half, did I? No, they're down in 12th. They're having an unexpectedly poor start to the season, so I'm hoping that we can maybe make it 8 from 8 ourselves. But keeping up with Juventus is turning out to be quite a difficult task. We'll also have Cagliari as the second game in the episode, before in the next one we'll face Carpi and then Liverpool. So I'm hoping that we can keep up with Juve, but 2 games in the league today rather than a game in Europe and a game in the league, so we will hope to see Juve drop points in match day number 9. But the most important thing for us is not to drop points of our own. So we'll head into this game against Inter and try and pick up the victory. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And we'll jump in away from home at the San Siro. Perisic inside to Gary Medel. Medel driving forward. Van Dijk just ran into him rather than actually trying to tackle the ball. And there's the first chance of the game. Really, though, with a decent save. I don't know what Van Dijk was trying to do there. I told him to make the tackle and he just sprinted at the man and ran straight into him. I've given that straight to Ep11, unfortunately. Inter obviously won't be favourites for this despite being the home side because of the form we've been in, but they are still a very capable team. So we are going to have to be at our best to get a win out of this one if we want it. Mauro Icardi with a snapshot from the edge of the box on his left foot that's gone well wide. They're starting the more attacking Inter, but that might cost them in the long run because we know how good we are on the counter-attack. Save of Banega. Oh, well cut out by Aspi. Tried to squeeze it through looking for Mauro Icardi, but it wouldn't quite reach. Unfortunately, Lucas's touch lets him down there. The rain is really affecting play here in these opening 15 minutes. My players are not dealing with the conditions very well whatsoever. Medel fires that to Eva Banega. His touch is pretty handy, though. It's a shame he's playing for them and not for me because I could do with that sort of close control from my players. Shannon Keane tears me a new one and, well, that's going to be a corner. Johnny went for the header. I don't know whether he got a little nudge in the back there from Icardi, but he didn't clear it away very well. And Eva Banega whips that in, but that's going to be the keeper's, I think, and is. Not the easiest of starts here. We're on the back foot. Just give it straight to Diawara there, Candreva, and Hamšík, well, I would say is in, but there are a number of defenders back here. But that's a gorgeous ball through to Lucas, who is in. Handanovic with a save. Belotti with a great technique on his finish. Our first real chances on goal. One is very well saved. The second goes in. Handanovic did as best he could there, but unfortunately, what a ball through from Hamšík. Lucas, great touch, great shot, great save, and it just so happened that Belotti was right place, right time. Technique on point. Little Paolo Di Canio finish, keeping it down as well. We lead by a 1-0 at the San Siro. Shannon Keane with a big free kick lofted forward. Aspi does well to win that header. I've given it straight to Gary Medel. It's great interception, to be fair. Eva Banega looking to thread the ball through to Icardi, which he's done well. Sets it back to Banega, who fires that straight down the throat of our goalkeeper. Again, into creating decent quality chances. Perhaps could have held on to the ball a little bit longer there, Eva Banega, and got himself a little bit closer to goal. But the more they create, the more likely they are to score a goal. So I'm going to try and stop them from creating quite as many chances, because if they keep creating as many as they have, then by the law of averages, they will at some point score a goal. Lucas through to Belotti. Knock that back through that gap. That's given away, and Icardi will get that to Banega. Now we're in trouble. Eva Banega. I've got 4 defenders back here, but Virgil van Dijk with a vital interception, because there are a number of Inter players flooding forward there. I'm going to move this quickly across this right-hand side because Lucas has plenty of space here to run into, and we could look to get ourselves a second. He looks to turn inside. Good footwork. Oh, it's meant for Hamšík. That's ruined the entire move. That one misplaced pass completely killed my entire counter-attack. That sucks. Now they're going on the counter of themselves. Medel out wide here to Candreva. Johnny with him, but he can't keep up. Candreva to Eva Banega. It's a great turn from the Argentine, and he's inside Virgil van Dijk as well. And the back heel a little bit too much. Medel steals it off him, really pounces. Oh dear, this game is getting a little bit stretched now, I think, as both sides look to try and score the next goal. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one will. Brozovic, nice tackle by Jorginho. Mertens there, go back to Jorginho, but I've given it away. Brozovic will come forward again at the second attempt, and for the second time he loses out, and for the second time he ends up with the ball back again. Then loses out for a third time, and now we'll try and catch them on the counter to get that second goal to seal the tie. It's a lovely through ball, and Jorginho's gotten away from one defender, but Jason Murillo tracks back very well indeed. Less than 20 minutes to go now between now and the end of the game. Again, Virgil van Dijk rock solid in defence. Belotti lay that sideways, but Brozovic cuts it out well. Oh, this has been an entertaining game actually. One of the more difficult of the season so far, despite the fact that Inter are having a poor season by their standards, down in 12th. It's still been quite the task to pick them apart. And we got lucky with the goal that we did score, to be fair. So I'll be very, very pleased with just a slim one-goal margin of victory if we're able to get it in the end. Virgil van Dijk is just a man mountain at the back. It's not even funny. He's so good. Mertens steals it off the man. Hamsik. Mertens has gone again. I see the space on the far side. Can I get the ball over there? We've tried. Johnny looking to get on the end of it. He's going to have to wait for the ball rather than be able to take it in his stride. And we'll pull that back to Diawara. Get it across there to Dries Mertens, whose turn is good, but the shot can't come in because he's... Oh, no, it could still come in. Lucas. Oh, wow. I struggled to keep up there. Mertens got out-muscled and then it dropped to him again and then he lost the ball again. Decent cross. Keeper's come to punch. Jorginho should pick up on that. He hasn't. It's Stefan Jovetic, player that we looked at potentially signing in this series before we went and picked up... Oh, stop it, Stefan. Before we went and picked up Ben Yedder. Mertens will get that across here to Hamsik. There's less than 10 minutes to go now. And again, space on this left-hand side. It's Husai, the right-back, popping up at left wing to not give us a second goal. But we will have a corner. In from Marek Hamsik. Decent delivery. Aspie's underneath it. Who's going to win that? It's going to be Handanovic. 5 minutes to go. Nice ball around the corner. Brozovic. Poor shot. He has to take his time there and he's got no composure whatsoever. All he needed to do was just wait for support or take it an extra stride and finish himself. And unfortunately for his teammates, he's completely balls that up. Belotti will get this out wide to Dries Mertens, who I'm actually going to cut back and then cross and look for Diawara. It's a great delivery, but it's not going to reach Diawara. Juan Jesus will clear, but that's only as far as Hamsik. Back to Dries Mertens. We know how much he loves to whip them from there, but past the post. But I think that might be game. 2 minutes added on at the end of the 90, and we are well into them now. The referee deems that we are now past the 2 minutes added on and blows the final whistle. That was the toughest game of the league so far, I think. Very, very even, and it was just that one extra shot on target that was the difference between the two sides. Yeah, that wasn't by no stretch an easy game, but we got the win. Now we go and face Cagliari, who are actually playing the other side from Milan. AC in their game this particular match weekend. We play them midweek, don't we, actually? So I'm probably going to end up playing a rotated side against them, and indeed we will. We are top of the table still. I don't know who Juventus have midweek, but they haven't played as of yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But all we know is, if we win, we'll stay top. Alan, forward into Ben Yedder. Oh, it's a great turn, and just saw the run on his right-hand side at the last minute, but Ben Yedder's played in again. Doesn't matter, does it? I may have made a mistake in the build-up by choosing perhaps what could be argued as the wrong pass, but I guess if it ended in a goal, it was definitely the right pass. 5-star weak foot on Ben Yedder, and he toe pokes it over the line with that left foot. We are 1-0. We are 1-0 up in the 7th minute. Here's Maurice Issa on the right-hand side for Cagliari. He's turned inside. Oh, he's actually done Gulam Akippa there. Really nicely done. Decent ball in. Damian chests it down out of the way of his keeper. How has he not scored? That was an absolute cluster from the goalkeeper and the defender, and then he's run onto that and put it over with an empty goal in front of him. Not entirely too sure how Cagliari haven't equalised there. We should be back at 1-1, but somehow we're not. All down the line to Shot. He's already missed one. Yonita with a good turn, lays it off to... Ooh! He's Malou, who, with a decent effort, gives Cagliari, sorry, a corner here. Yonita to whip the ball in. It's a good delivery too. Vlad Chiriches heads away, but only as far as Salomon, who gets it back to the man that took the corner. Bruno Alves through the gap, now through to João Pedro. Bruno Alves just signed for Rangers in real life. Nice ball by Seferovic, and he's found Julia Go up again, across here to Jonita. Oh, and he squared it again. And João Pedro around the corner, and he's left that. I mean, I believe the phrase is overplaying, but they still might score. Seferovic to Jonita, blocked by Tonelli. Jonita again involved. Good turn, but well tackled. And the shot finally from Seferovic goes wide, but it's deflected. Oh, I mean, that move from Cagliari was great, but it didn't seem like they actually wanted to score a goal or shoot. Header came in there and was well saved, and Jonita will take another corner from this near side now. Whip towards the penalty spot, and Bruno Alves won it, but Geronimo Rulli claims it comfortably. And yeah, go all the way out wide there to Gulam. Krejci's made the run down the line, and we'll play him in, and we'll turn inside. Look for Allen. Actually go backwards there to Ben Yedder, through the gap nicely to Marco Rog, who can't find the target, but still a decent move. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be 1-0 at half-time. Corner to come in for Cagliari. They've had so many in this game already. This one delivered towards the near post, and Pulisic headed that away, but will only reach Jonita again. No extra corner. I'm so nervous about giving away a penalty that we will concede anyway. That's infuriating. 1-1. Rog out to Pulisic. Ben Yedder needs to make the right run at the right time, and that might well be it. Oh, it's nicely done. Through to Zielinski. I should have played the extra pass just to square it to make sure. I wanted him to take that on his right foot, Zielinski, and he didn't. He took it on his left and has made a horrific error by doing so. That should be 2-1, but we've wasted that opportunity. Marut down the left-hand side for Cagliari here. Deep cross. That's over the keeper, and Gulam has to head behind. The man behind him was just waiting to nod that in. 13 minutes to go. Cagliari must be close to double figures for corner numbers now. Ben Yedder around the corner there to Krejci, and he will continue his run, the Frenchman. Krejci just trying to get away. I need to time the pass to Ben Yedder. Thankfully, the extra defender has come across, but Ben Yedder's touch has been good, and the finish on the left foot is decent, but Cranio with a comfortable save. I had to turn back inside there just to make sure I got away from the defender, because I wasn't going to be able to hold him off for strength, and Cranio holds that very well. They've only had 5 corners. I think that's a lie. Pretty sure they've had more than 5 corners in this game. Cagliari. It did say 0 corners for me there, and that clearly was a corner for me, so I'm not sure whether it's actually, you know, totalling them correctly, but what has been totaled correctly is the scoreline, and it's still 1-1, but there is still time, and I'm holding out faith that we can find a second goal and win it. Free kick, Del Fabro lofts it in. Can we head that away? Not really, and Di Gennaro, good block by Luca Tonelli. João Pedro looking to work something. Oh, Gennaro fires it off, but this time does get his effort away, but thankfully wide of the target. Cagliari very nearly sneaking all 3 points there. Our 100% start to the season is under threat here, major threat. It's a nice ball around the corner by Ben Yedder. Pulisic will have the legs to get away and the stamina to do so as well. Looking to turn inside and find a teammate. Got the turn inside, didn't get the chance to find a teammate. Haris Seferovic has won that well, and Cagliari will look to come away again. Rather end-to-end in these final few moments, but they seem quite comfortable and happy to sit on the single point that they're currently going to earn. I need one more attack, maybe. One more attack. Rog to Allen. Through the gap to Ben Yedder. It's a lovely turn by the Frenchman. Wissam Ben Yedder in behind. We are about to win it, surely. Yes, indeed we are. With practically the last kick of the game, Wissam Ben Yedder is going to give us all 3 points. It will be 9 wins from 9 for Napoli. And I believe this will actually be 9 defeats in 9 for Cagliari. I think I heard earlier on in commentary that they'd lost all 8 of the previous games this season. Ben Yedder with a brace with practically the last kick of the game to give us the 2-1 victory. There goes the final whistle. 3 points in both of today's games. Ben Yedder, the main difference. Look at the amount of chances Cagliari had though, man. They didn't deserve to lose that, especially in such a heartbreaking fashion right at the death. But I'm happy because we won, so that's all that matters. And we are keeping pace with Juventus still, but only by the skin of our teeth. Only by the skin of our teeth. Now, I will check the league table, because, like I say, I think Cagliari, yeah, played 9, won none, drawn none, lost 9. We are played 9, won 9. They are now played 9, lost 9. Juve will play their match day 9 between now and the next game, which is against Carpi. I'll advance that far just to see if they do keep their 100% record. I'll have a quick train and then we'll have a look and see what the league table looks like. Do drop the video a like rating if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series. Career Mode RTG with Cambridge United is very nearly at a close as well, actually, as we are at this stage of this series. So do make sure you keep up to date with that series too. Of course, very, very close to winning the Premier League title and the Champions League there as well. And Juve have won one game, but have now played another one and lost it. Now we have Carpi next. As you can see, they're in 12th. They're the only other side to have only played 9. So we have the opportunity to extend a lead at the top of the table. Juventus have lost their 100% winning record. What will happen to ours? We'll find out in the next episode. I'll see you then.